Hello everybody, welcome to my trivia channel from here in sunny Yorktown, Virginia. And still mourning the loss of Regis Philbin. Still hard to believe he's gone. And I'm a freelance writer, so over the years I was fortunate to watch thousands, literally thousands of episodes of the show live with Regis and Kathy Lee, and then live with Regis and Kelly. And I've been writing down lately some thoughts just about memories that have popped into my head about showing. You know, went onto YouTube and there really isn't that much on there about it. It's like he was Regis. I mean, it seems like there should be a lot more and a lot more views. So I thought I'd share some things that I remember from the show. But number one, pretty funny, is they used to have some really good cooking segments, and when the chefs would come on the show, Regis didn't really like to help, and he would just sort of crack jokes, and everybody loves Regis, but sometimes the chefs look a little irritated with him, and maybe Kathy Lee or Kelly Maria looked a little irritated with him, and they weren't, it was all good natured, but they were, they gave each other the jabs. But it was funny because a lot of those cooking shows, the host will start sweating and really getting into it, and you just never, you hardly ever saw Regis do that. He didn't really get hands-on with it, but he would always crack funny jokes. So that really stands out to me. They had a lot of segments like that. And a lot of great chefs over the years. Number two, the duck at Notre Dame. Regis had he was Catholic, and he was a huge Notre Dame fan, and he would go to the school on weekends, and he swore there was this regular duck that was there for like 50 years. He said there was this duck. He would walk down to the water, and the duck was always, if you watch the show regularly, you know this. And Kathy Lee and Kelly Maria would kind of look at him like, yeah, most ducks don't usually live to be 50, but maybe this was a special duck. The magical Notre Dame Fighting Irish duck. I don't know. But anyway, that was always a kind of a running joke. Number three, nicknames. He called Kelly Ripa Pippa, and I think it's P-I-P-P-A instead of P-I-P-A. I don't know, but and Kathy Lee, he called America's Sweetheart. Okay, he didn't use that one as much. He used Pippa pretty regularly there, but he didn't use America's Sweetheart as much. I don't remember, but that was her nickname. Number four, his home in Connecticut. I always thought this was kind of funny. He talked about visiting. They had a home in the suburbs. He talked about it like it was just his home in the suburbs. Joy and I, his lovely wife, we're going to this home in the suburbs. I'm sure it wasn't just a home in the suburbs. I'm sure it was a castle or a really nice place, but a gated community. But he made it just like we're just going out to the home in Connecticut just to hang out. He made it seem so, middle class. I always thought that was kind of fun. And I always thought it was be cool if I was invited one time to go. I was an Air Force kid growing up. I didn't have a lot of friends. We moved a lot, so I watched a lot of television. So I used to pretend he was my uncle. And okay, that sounds weird, but yeah, but I always thought it'd be fun to meet him one day. I really thought I was going to meet him one day. I'm really disappointed I never got to. Number five, everybody used to imitate him, and Ben Affleck was actually pretty good. I'm not a big Ben Affleck fan. I don't think he's a great actor. Although I thought he was better in Armageddon than he got credit. But he did a good. He did kind of a loud. He did it loud. He did kind of a loud voice, and made me laugh every time. So he did one of the better imitations, I thought. Number six, his wife Joy would co-host, and they were good together. Although it was always a little awkward because you're co-hosting with your wife on national television. It was live, so you got to be careful what you say, and it was very formal. It felt very formal, but she was good, and it was always fun to watch those. But those episodes always stood out. Number seven, he made an overweight guy sweat. That was on the Millionaire Show, and he was great. Of course, he was great at everything. As the host of Millionaire, and you've probably seen the clip where the guy says, Regis kind of made him wait to reveal the answer. He was really good at holding it, and finally the guy burst out, "Regis, I'm overweight. My heart can't take it." Something to that effect. So that was a really funny game show moment if you like game shows. Number eight, his middle name is Francis Xavier. So he would always make a point, Regis Francis Xavier Philbin. And for those who don't know, Francis Xavier is a Catholic saint. So I thought that was interesting. Number nine, he was proud of the Bronx. He went to the Bronx, and so he brought that up a lot and had that Bronx accent, I'm Regis Philbin. I can't do it, but He went to Cardinal Hayes High School, which he brought up a lot. And the high school didn't do good in the later years. It might have closed now, I don't know, but they had money issues, so he used to bring that up, which is sad. Number 10, he's the Guinness World Record holder, most hours on television. And I happened to be watching that episode when he got the plaque, when the guy from Guinness came on. That a lot of people who saw that was a really special moment, and he was very proud of that. So, but 50 years on television. Number 11, singing with Larry King. He used to sing with Larry King, the other king, because Regis, the name Regis means of the king, and Rex in Latin means king, but Regis, they were the kings of television. Larry King, the CNN host. And whenever they got together, they would just start singing. They would talk, and all of a sudden they would burst into this 40 songs, and they were so good together. Regis did albums, I don't know if Larry King ever did, but they sounded good together. And they were just, out of the blue, they just start singing, when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. And it's like, and they were good. They're better than me. They were good. And, they loved that era, obviously. And Reg and Big Daddy, Kathy Lee called him Reg many times, and Kelly called him Big Daddy. Both those nicknames make me laugh, I'm sorry. And he took it good-naturedly, but I don't know if he really liked them. Number 13, Alex Trebek. Now, Alex Trebek would appear on the show, and those were really good episodes. I'm trying to find them, but I haven't been able to find them. But they really were good episodes, and it was fascinating to watch because they were both alpha wolf personalities. So they clashed a bit. They're both strong personalities, but they were friends. They respected each other, but really great television. And I saw there's a good picture on the internet of Regis and Alex Trebek eating dinner, and it looks like Alex is the host because the food is in front of Regis, like if Alex were the host. But if you ever get a chance, Google that. It's a great picture. 14, he made fun of Gelman's workouts. Michael Gelman's I don't know if he's the executive producer, but producer of the show. And Regis was an old school workout guy. He lifted weights and, treadmill or whatever. But Gelman did this really elaborate yoga routine, and Regis always made fun of it. It was actually a really hard routine, and Gelman's really flexible. So Gelman took it in good fun, but that was kind of a running gag a little bit there. Okay, some of these sayings, 15, 16, and 17, and 18. I'm out of control. And then he would do Bed Bath and Beyond. And he would go, getting on my nerves. And then he would say, I'm sick and tired of it. And those four were all kind of regular things that he did when he was on the show. So if you watch the show regularly, you knew those. Number 19, Kareem, Abdul, Jabbar. And Kareem actually came on at least once. And he had the hoop set up and everything. And Regis would dribble the ball, and Kareem would defend him, pretend to defend him. And it's funny because Kareem's 7'2", Regis is maybe 5'7". He's listed at that. And Kareem has big feet, and Regis has size 6.5, I think, feet. And it's funny. And he would dribble, and then he would shoot the hook shot. And as he shot the hook shot, he would say, Kareem, Abdul, Jabbar. And he'd make it sometimes. And usually you have to bank it off the backboard to make it, which you don't really do with the hook shot. But it was funny. And number 20, Regis shares a nickname with James Brown, the hardest working man in show business. Right? So James Brown has other nicknames, but they're cool. But that one they actually share together. So I thought that was interesting that they share those nicknames. But 20 good memories. I've got some more I've started jotting down. I'll try to do 20 more as they come to me. I'm trying to think of these episodes that have happened over the years. But good memories. And like I said, I don't want people to forget because, it's amazing how quickly people forget when these people pass away. And then nowadays in America, everybody's on to the next thing, so to speak. So I'll try to keep his memory alive and try to think. I'm not famous or anything, I'm just a local writer, but I'll try to think of them and post these here on YouTube, and maybe people will watch these. Well, that's it. And no trivia question for this one. We'll see you for the next trivia question. Bye.